Hello YouTube, Liverpool fan in Japan here, the Miyazaki man Sai. We beat Brentford 4-1 away. Of this weekend's fixtures of the top three, this was by far the most difficult, and Manchester City dropped points against Chelsea. Chelsea are an enigma. They actually could have scored lots of goals, very guilty of wasting chances. Sterling and, sorry Miss Jackson. Woo. Anyway, yeah, Endo in the next few weeks gets to present his fast food chain to the UK audience. A Big Mac and gravy. Hopefully they can come to form and come to prominence. But yeah, literally, Endo holds our midfield together and allows our players to shine. I did tell you in a previous video, I'd stop hating on Gravenberch, that every time Gravenberch plays well or seems to be released from his shackles and has confidence in going forwards, it's when Wataru Endo is behind him. The McAllister pivot with Gravenberch in front just doesn't quite work as smoothly to allow our Flying Dutchman to do his thing. But obviously with Endo in the side, Gravenberch unleashed does some damage. Beautiful ball in and around, allowed us to score a crucial goal at a crucial time. Similarly, McAllister is unleashed when Endo is at the bottom base of midfield as well, and we're hoping that Szoboszlai comes back for the cup final as well. Would be a very, very big boost, because obviously we have some injuries to be concerned about. You know, with Curtis Jones' ankle, it could be an ankle, it could be an Achilles. Apparently there's a Twitter rumour, X nowadays, around one of his relatives spoiling that he might be missing the Euros, so I don't know how much faith to believe in that. But let's wait for an official Liverpool announcement in that regard. Similar to Jota, big landing onto his knee. Unfortunate, the knee's not meant to buckle that way. I think he's escaped serious damage, but you expect him to be out for at least, a month or 2 months. But however, Jota's injury coincides with Mo Salah's return, and Mo Salah does what Mo Salah always does, creates chances for himself. So similar to Darwin Núñez, agent of chaos, the existence of Salah and Núñez on the pitch will always create chances, regardless for themselves or for one of their teammates. Now, the beautiful thing about Núñez's finish was he could have had any option. Rather than the keeper, slot it around, composed finish, place precision. No, he decided a cheeky chip, because that's a man confident and in form. Taking off half-time as a precaution, because we really, really need him. First for to batter Luton, and then come off, and then to win us the cup final against Chelsea at Wembley, right? Mo Salah always going to scuff and miss some chances. He's not the most clinical. He really is not. But he always creates goal-scoring opportunity chances for himself. And he finished one with aplomb, with muscular strength, going left, until he's confident to place a shot and placed it in. And also, that's one more way that Liverpool have to win. Have you noticed in the last few weeks, when you're in and around a half-space area with Mo Salah, for example, or Harvey Elliott, they wait until there's a clear penetrative through ball into a player's feet into the box to do something with. That's how he found McAllister. First touch out of his feet, slotted in with toe poke into the far corner as well. I'm very, very confident that this is how Liverpool evolve and go to the end of season, with gambling on players in the box, the predatory instincts of a Gakpo or a Gravenberch, preceding the lines, Núñez, any player in and around the front line, Lucho Diaz, play them into the feet in and around the penalty area, and magic will happen. It might not always come off, the defender might clear it or might toe poke it away, but more often than not, these kind of ballers with the ball at their feet make something happen. And out of controversy, when you go 50-50 into a clash, especially with Núñez, where it might bobble anywhere, he's got the physical prowess and the reactionary ability to get there before anyone else to score the goal. It was the same thing I mentioned about Diogo Jota, unfortunate about his injury. When you go 50-50 against Diogo Jota, even a clash on knees or bobbled ball, right, he's sharper than you, quicker than you, and he's got that finishing instinct. So if he wins that 50-50, it's going to be a goal. That's something that Liverpool haven't been doing in recent seasons, just been bombing balls from the right from Trent, bombing balls on the left from Robertson. Now you count on football dirtballing skills of our forwards with the ball at their feet to make something happen, and I'm loving it. I love that style of football. It's chaotic, it's frantic, it's fun, and it's quite funny as well, because the ball bobbles everywhere, right? Brentford, for example, were guilty of letting the ball bobble. Defenders not clearing it first time, swish and a miss. Going through to our players, and we scoring with aplomb. Lucho Diaz picking one up, slotting it through to Gakpo. Gakpo had the time to compose himself, outside, left foot curler, into the back of the net. I did say, I think Liverpool will win the Premier League this season. If you look back at one of the first videos on this channel, I said 5 reasons why I believe Liverpool will win the league, and a lot of them are coming true. And what I really believe in as well is that Liverpool have to really take advantage of any momentary slip, any kind of adverse reaction or adverse score from the opposition. Manchester City drawing, Arsenal obviously battered the opposition, Burnley, but what can you do, right? You can only do what you can do in front of you. You don't have to play Arsenal anymore. If we keep winning our games or we match Arsenal's performance or perform better, they can't catch us. Similar to Man City. City have to outdo our performances for the rest of the season. And initially, I did say that we have to squad. Every player in this squad will have to play their part to win stuff this season, especially Queeve Kelleher. Alisson, hamstring injury, haven't got an update on that. Hopefully it's not out for too long, because he is a big game player. He's not going to play the cup anyway, right? So no worries in that regard. We've got Luton next, then we've got Chelsea in the cup. So Alisson's got 2 clear games to recover before picking up his mantle as our number 1 at the back. But I did say every player has to play their part, whether it's a Gravenberch, whether it's a Cody Gakpo. Now you're seeing Connor Bradley coming to prominence at right back, favoured over Joe Gomez. What a vote of confidence that is. But actually, Joe Gomez coming back from illness. You've got to sometimes recover your cardiovascular fitness and your internal body health to really overcome an illness. You don't know how you quite perform until you push yourself to those levels, and then your heat rises, temperature rises. You need a hipota, which is like a Japanese cold patch on the head, to really recover and really make yourself well. Obviously, Joe Gomez came on, so he's not, he's not too adversely affected by the illness. But Connor Bradley, what a star! And have you noticed that Connor Bradley and Robertson, when transitioning into central midfield, this was very much a Pep tactic where he did with João Cancelo as well. Connor Bradley is a baller. He's actually much more technically able than obviously a lot of people first imagined, because he's not just a marauding right back. He made the play, tick-a-taka, one touch, pass and receive, move to space, get the ball, head up, probe, go back, rotate, round, dart into position. Connor Bradley is an all-around footballer, and I'm really, really enjoying it. Konate was a little bit shaky, but his physical attributes will always help us in the high line and bail us out. Van Dijk, dominant as always, aerially, really, really threatening. That header, right? If he scored that header, was it 200th appearance? I heard something like that. That would have been the icing on the cake. Robertson, solid, reliable, steady Eddie, won't let you down, knows his role, knows his limitations, knows his strengths. Always very good option left hand side. Pivot some good balls in as well. I think did he pick out someone on the edge of the area who took a shot? It might have been Jota. Robertson is very reliable on the left flank, and we look more secure in that Robertson and Van Dijk pairing on there. Obviously, Gomez and Van Dijk were very strong as well. Tsimikas has been performing excellently as well. Back on the bench, I'm loving seeing that as well. In the absence of Curtis Jones, it's now Gravenberch's time to step up. Now, he really needs to step up, but the fact that we got Wataru Endo at the base there allows Gravenberch to play his natural game, as I said, and it frees McAllister as well, and Soboslai, and we still have Harvey Elliott in there, and then the youngsters, Bobby Clark, James McConnell. These players will have a part to play. Cody Gakpo can play left side 8 as well, but with the potential injury, right, of Darwin Núñez, I think it's just precautionary more than anything, so we won't want to exert him too much in a losing game. Hopefully we can get a lead and sub him off. And then Jota's injury is not looking good at all, but Mo Salah's back, which means the right hand side is cemented because he plays every game. He's a fitness freak, a mentality freak. His head never goes down, no matter how many howlers he might miss, because he always is a goal threat. He's king of the goal metrics. He's still our top assist, goal scorer combined this season. Núñez, Salah, Lucho Diaz, that front line is still to be feared with Gakpo on a bench. Even with all our injuries mounting, people would kill for that lineup. My goodness, what a great lineup. Now it's in midfield where we're slightly battered. Obviously, Thiago, Bajcetic, Soboslai is coming back as well. Curtis Jones is injured, but the fact that you can still have Harvey Elliott on the bench and still start at Gravenberch, McAllister and Wataru Endo is very strong. And Bobby Clark can slot in, I'm sure he can. He's got something about him. And James McConnell's very composed, natural 8, but Klopp played in the 6 because he trusts him there. Now, Klopp doesn't trust everybody in the 6. That's a big statement of intent about James McConnell's future, and it looks very bright. He obviously scored that assist, right? Very nice delivery. He's got that baby face. He's deceivingly big with that baby face, because I think Bobby Clark is quite small. And the fact that we've got Queeve to back up Alisson, people were harsh on Queeve's performance, but remember, he had no rhythm, no match preparation. He had to come in cold, and still we won those games with him in it, even though it's shaky. But now, did you see those reactionary saves? That's what he's all about, those reactionary saves, getting up. Really good presence. And the fact that he looks like Draco Malfoy, us Liverpool fans in Japan love that. He scored top 5 in the sexiest Liverpool players last season. I think he must have lost his place because we've got some crackers coming in like Soboslai, for example. I need to do that poll again. I would ask all the Japanese Liverpool fans who they rank in the top 5 of various things. Performers this season, sexiest, best hair, all that kind of stuff, right? Who they'd like to go on a pub crawl with 30 minutes down the Mersey, I don't know, that kind of thing, right? All good fun. I need to get them all together again. At the moment, busy times, we're building a house. So, Klopp got the tactics spot on. We never won at Brentford before. Ivan Toney's back for them. Very good holding up the ball. Did you see the Klopp hug that Ivan Toney wanted? He really embraced him. He's not, don't want to go to Klopp-san. Appreciate you. Respect. This is the last time I might encounter you. Big hug. Give me all of that loving. Everyone wants a Klopp hug. Envious. Properly envious. That's on my bucket list. I need to get one of those one day. Maybe he comes over to Japan or I go back there. Who knows? I still need a chess match with Rafa Benitez as well. Great minds think alike. I need to apply for that Liverpool position, right? At least Chief Asia Scout or something. Come on. Then what's I doing there? Call me. But yes, what I really want to see is Lucho Diaz is coming into prominence and form at the moment because he's really probing high energy levels back and forth. He's dropping to midfield to make the play happen because he's our best ball carrier. With the ball at his feet, he's very good at carrying the ball into threatening positions. It's unfortunate Curtis Jones is very good at overlapping because he can actually function out wide. he's injured. So the fact is Gravenberch is now going to have to do that role, do little pirouette shuffles and roulette turns as well to get himself in position. But I prefer Gravenberch more centrally, probing in and around the box area, because he's unpredictable and can make things happen. His legs are a little bit crazy legged, right? You can't really predict which way he's going to shift his body weight, which is very interesting. He's got a better right foot shot than left foot shot. McAllister now has the opportunity to show what he can do in a higher position, but as long as he can transition and roam into that 10 position, I think he could be very effective. If he's marginalised on the right 8 side or forced out wide as a wide right-sided midfielder, I think he's marginalised somewhat. So there's got to be a very good relationship here, but the fact that Mo Salah is there really enables things on the right-hand side, because they really need to cover Mo Salah, because he's always an attacking threat and always bursts into positions, and he's a bit of a playmaker this season, a wide playmaker, which is really helping the left-hand side, because when you overload the right-hand side, which we always do, Connor Bradley overlapping Trent's delivery, Trent will be out for a while, Mo Salah, McAllister, getting the balls, playing the balls in and around, drawing the defenders out until the ball and delivery comes in into a Nunes, into a Lucho Diaz, left-sided Gravenberch, or pulled back to Endo, who can smash it, because Endo's got a great shot. Did you notice, right? Endo, the master of dark arts, always stopping their momentum. Every time they built something up, stopped their momentum, crunched the man, cleaned the man, went through the press, drove through the press, passed through the press. Okay, sure, he lost the ball a few times, but he's the one with a bit about him. He was a hard man who's willing to take the ball, take the game by the scruff of the neck, say, you will not pass, and I will pass you, because he can smile. He's a happy guy. And Wataru Endo, I would give him the man of the match, because I think that was outstanding in the middle of the field. Obviously, Salah got the metrics as well, but Salah scuffed 1 or 2 easy chances and easy balls as well. So if he scored additional 1, probably Salah would have got man of the match. But I think Wataru Endo somehow really deserves it. Come straight back from the Asia Cup, no jet lag, straight into starting 11, cemented his place. He's not just a value bargain signing. He, for me, is one of the signings of this season. Absolutely right up there with Declan Rice. You look at Declan Rice's impact on the Arsenal team, Wataru Endo's impact on the Liverpool team is just as grand. In fact, he is the one that has helped our defensive offensive transition and shift in phases better than anybody, because he can hush the fans, he can get our fans up on the seat, crunching tackles, stopping the counter-attack, take the yellow card. He doesn't quite have the cheeky grin or smirk. He just runs in with a gum shield in mouth, because he knows the quicker he can run away, the less likely the referee is to chase him to give him a yellow card. The referee gasses and doesn't want to lose stamina, and look, piss poor in front of everyone, for the rest of the match. The referee keeps his stamina, Endo runs away, no yellow card. When he gets a yellow card, Endo tempers his aggression. It's all good. We win overall, because Endo protects our back line. I really feel for Queeve. First save was absolutely world class. Reactionary stopped, bounced to the right. I was going to say James Toney, the boxer, but no, I mean Ivan Toney, Liverpool fan, scored as well. Didn't get a clean sheet, but 4-1, I mean, I think probably we didn't deserve 4-1, but they had a few errors, and we looked very threatening on the attack, and we were very confident in those half 10 positions on the wide side Mazzala positions, and really made our game count, because I think we had a lot of chances in that game. And the fact with all these injuries mounting that we can still put in a really strong first 11 with quality on the bench. In fact, I think our bench always looks better than Man City and Arsenal's recently. Correct me if I'm wrong here. Let me know in the comments below. Do you think our bench has looked stronger than Man City's? And how could you say that, right, with all the millions and billions they spent? But really, I've been really happy with the Liverpool squad. And if we can keep on momentum to the end of the season, we can just about claw our way there up the mountain, holding on to that crag with the talon claw. Right, we'll get there, because by half and by path, if the opposition have their full squad and we have some injuries, sure, the odds may be stacked against us, but I think this Liverpool team have something about them, and the emotional leverage of Klopp leaving, right, can get the best out of any players. And even if there's a slight discrepancy in offensive prowess or defensive prowess, it's up to the tactics and coaching and strategy that can get us through those hard moments by hook or by crook. Win those games even by 1-0 margin, defend for your lives, because a body is still a body. Remember Reece Williams and Nat Phillips at the back, they held us firm. It's heart, it's passion, it's Liverbird. Thank you guys for watching and supporting as always. Like the video, helps us get seen. Smash that like button. It's quick for you guys, but it really helps this channel grow. We're growing substantially. I'm hoping 2,000 subscribers sooner than later. Don't want to get domina san Miyazaki Manichi ban. Until next time, peace. Janet.